Hello, and welcome to the Comprehensive Assessment of Leadership for Learning, or CALL, video tutorial that will demonstrate how to use the overview report in the CALL data feedback system. In your dashboard, if you have access to more than one school, or if you are a school leader that has administered the CALL survey more than one time, you can view multiple surveys in the aggregate. You can click on each survey, which will populate the box up here, or you can simply click Select All, which will select all the surveys in your dashboard. And you can do this by looking at all the schools together, or maybe just some select schools. For example, if you only want to look at elementary schools, or if you only want to look at middle schools, or you can create your group based on any other criteria you have. Once you have the schools that you would like to see all together, click on View Report. Here is the overview report, which is giving us the cluster view by domains. As you can see, all the schools are listed, as well as for each domain and subdomain, we see the ratings. Each of the subdomain ratings are color-coded according to how they compare to the overall call average. And you can see by standard deviation where those lie. The darker the red, the further below they are from the call average, and the darker the green, the further above they are from the call average. For any of the domains, we can click on the domain name. That will give us a closer up view and allow us to see the subdomain titles as well as the overall domain average. This is a good tool for district leaders or state leaders who have multiple schools in their dashboard for whom they are supervising. We can see district-wide trends or subdomains for which there is consistent high or low ratings across all of the schools. We can also go to absolute score. This will rank each school for each subdomain. We are able to see which schools might need more support in a given area. And as a district leader, we can identify which schools across the board might need more attention, support, or resources. Again, we can see that these ratings are color-coded according to the lowest and highest ratings. For any of these schools that are in your aggregate view, simply click on an individual school name, and that will open up another window where you can view that school's individual school report. Going back to our overview report though, we are currently looking at the cluster view by domains, but we can also look at the cluster view by trends. This will allow us to view data at the item level. This function pulls out questions that are either among the highest rated or the lowest rated across all the schools that are part of this aggregate view. You can see that what the question is, and you will tell you that this particular question was identified as a top practice or high rated practice for 4 out of the 5 schools in this particular grouping. We can also click on bottom 10 practices. This does the same thing, except it shows us for each question that's been pulled out that it is a low rated practice, in this case for 4 out of the 5 schools. Again, this gives us district-wide trends at the item level to identify specific practices that are consistently high or consistently low across all of the schools. And again, this is a very good tool for principal supervisors or school improvement personnel who are working with schools for ongoing school improvement or professional growth. We can go back to our cluster view by domains to view that overall view once again. If you have any questions about how this function works, please contact the CALL team. Thank you very much.